Hi, everyone. This is Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. Hello, how are y'all doing today? Welcome to anyone who is new, and welcome back to those who have been here before. Um, I'm in a hurry right now, so what I'm going to do, which you guys will only notice the difference probably in how bright it is behind me, I have to tape a tiny bit of a segment right now and then come back later. I have to put something in the mail, and so I want to show you um, what I made before I send it off. Too many times I send off what I made, and then sometimes I forget to take a picture of it. As I'm realizing right now, I haven't even taken a picture of it yet. Um, and so it doesn't get posted either, and I don't get it in a video. So I wanted to make sure I get it in the video because I've wanted to take today anyway. I got a mystery box from Lion Brand, not one that I ordered, one that I won from watching the She Show. Which, for those of you, if you don't watch it regularly, this month is the last month for the She Show, for at least now. Shira said she doesn't know. It might come back in the future, because you never know about things. But as of the end of this month, the last show will be on whatever next Friday. Uh, Not this coming Friday, but next Friday. So yeah, if you like to watch the She Show at noon Eastern time, Monday through Friday, make sure that you catch it before the end of the month. There is one that explains what's going on, a previous She Show. I think she did it at the end of September. I'm not positive on the date on that. It was after they did all the counting of all the Hat Not Hate hats. So, and tomorrow is the last Hat Not Hate She Show. So, I caught her earlier today. I caught her live for the very first time last week, and I've been watching her on repeats for a couple months now. But I caught her live finally for the first time last week. And they were giving away mystery boxes full of Hat Not Hate stuff. So I want to open that with you guys. I got it yesterday and I've been dying to open it. And I'm not even opening it to prepare it because I know I'll open it and look at it. And I don't want to do that. I want to open it with you guys. I want to be completely surprised at what's inside of it. She said, oh, she knew it was a mystery box. She doesn't even know what's inside of it. I do know they gave another mystery box away today. I think it's some yarn they were giving away. Yesterday they were giving away a teacup from, because their show used to be something about drink tea with me or a sip of tea. Anyway, I have to hurry up and do this before my husband comes to pick me up. I'm in my appointment clothes. So one thing, if you guys notice, you see some of the same clothes on me a lot. A lot of times it's because I'm wearing what I call my appointment clothes. Like, I like to wear dresses to my appointment because they're just easy to get on and off when you got to change. And I'm going to see my gynecologist today, so yeah. um, I usually tend to always wear a dress when I see my gynecologist. It's just easier. So, just really quick, I have to get my package off to Rose Likes Crochet. If anybody is making washcloths for the um, month of October for wings, make sure you get them to her before the end of the month. I know she will accept some after, the beginning of the next month, but she really likes to have them in by the end of the month. I showed this one before. I think this is called Blueberry Ripple or Blueberry Crush or something like that, the colorway, but it's Premier Yarn. They're Premier Cotton, Home Cotton. And this, I just wrote down the name of it, is the Orange Slice Dishcloth, which is by Premier Yarns Design Team, and you can find it on the Premier website. So that's where you can find the design for this one. If you look close, it's got some front posts. If you can see it with how this yarn is right here where my fingers are, there's some front posts right there. front post and back post because actually you create it going this way. So when you go down one row, you're doing front post, and when you turn around and go the other way, you put back post to keep it on the same side. So there you go. So it'll add texture. So when you use it as a washcloth, it'll help keep it clean. Other one that I just finished making today that I really, really love, and I need to make one of these for my daughter at some point in time. I just got a couple orders for Christmas, and so some of my extra makes for my daughter have got to be put on hold. I could make this for her for Christmas because she does Halloween all year round. But this is called Life is a Gourd washcloth. And if you see real close, there's little pumpkins down on the bottom, up the sides, at the top, and down the other side, right here. And they even have little stems. See right there? The little stem? I think they're so cute. I didn't have time because I had to get this done today and packaged up and ready to go in the mail because after my appointment, my husband's going to take me by the post office. That I would have liked to have done color work and done pumpkins in a different color. And I'm thinking of doing that for my daughter. Do I have my bag? Yeah, it's right behind me. Where I'm thinking of using either this darker orange and doing the pumpkins and the lighter orange that I did that in, or the other one, if I can find it here. I can find green for the stem. If not, I'll just do the stem and the orange as well. Oh, it was right here. Oh, there it is. Thinking of doing the washcloth and the variegated and then doing the pumpkins in the orange. If you have a preference of which one you think you like better, just tell me below. And that washcloth went, for me making it for the first time today, I had it done, within 2 hours, I think. So I think if I make it on my own, knowing how, make it second time, not on my own. I made it on my own the first time. But knowing the pattern already and not having to jump back and forth between the special stitches, knowing how they're made already, that I could probably make it a lot faster if I do it with the one color. I know if I do the color work, it's probably going to be back, a 2-hour thing doing the color work. They have the pattern, so you can do the pumpkins around in the square like that, or you can do them in the line across all the way down. So you would have 4 rows of pumpkins going across and 4 rows down. So I liked this one better, but the other one would be really, really good, better because it would have more nubby things, for washing. But I really like this one. And then it also has, if you pay for the pattern, I got this during the Pumpkin Palooza that Pineapple and Pine did last month. So I got the pattern for free. I don't know if the dishcloth is free or not on Crochet Creations, and that's crow as in a crow, a bird, CROW, creations.com. I don't know if it's free on her site or not, but I know on the one that I have, and I would think if it's free on her site, it would also show you how to do the dish towel as well. I'm going to put this, I'm talking. And I really like the dish towel pattern, and it just has the pumpkins down at the bottom and then the edging. Oh, one thing that I did on this that I was going to show, I need to take a picture of it. I don't know why I'm putting it in there that quick. Probably because my husband's going to be here any minute. Is I did put a hanger thing on the corner, only because of how they do the corners. Instead of doing the full corner when you first start, if I would have realized they were doing like just the half of the corner and then going down the side and then bringing you back to do half of the corner and then slip stitching, I probably would have done the whole corner and ended it here at the top of the row, because that leaves a little indent here. So I tend to do full corners. I try to read ahead, and I didn't do that today. So I know what's going on. So that if you have a big stitch, I mean, because that's a triple crochet that's in the middle of there, and then they want you to join it at the chains that you started to get it up to the triple crochet size, and then it just leaves an indent. So I just made a little hanger to take that little indent away. So some people like hangers on there, some people don't. I normally don't put them on there, especially for washcloths. But I mean, I will for pot holders and dish towels, but not usually for washcloths themselves. But I just decided to go ahead and put it on there because I didn't like that indent. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So that's what I did. There's always a way to hide something that you don't like in crochet. Just wanted to show you that. I'm going to put this on pause and I will be back in, I don't know, probably 2 hours. So I will see you then and we'll see how much it's changed outside. I'm going to try to do it right away when I get back because I don't want to take the chance of the video not turning back on or dying like it's done to me before. If that happens, I will try to figure out a way to splice it. I have not found a program online yet, but I guess I will be finding one tonight. If so, see you soon. Hi everyone, this is AJ, Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch, and I am back again. I started a video earlier, a lot earlier during the day. It was sunny out, nice and bright, before an appointment. My husband decided he wanted to take me for dinner. By the time we got home, I wasn't feeling well. I needed to feel a little bit better. Plus, I was supposed to place a yarn order and found out that I figured out the yarn wrong for a couple patterns, and I feel really bad because they're orders for somebody, and she sent me money to pay for the yarn, and now I need to ask for more because I asked for it based on the yarn, on the patterns, instead of the yarn that we're actually using, that we're substituting it with. So yeah, yeah, I'm real, completely real, keeping it 100. But hoping I can find the video that I started earlier. I did not know that the camera and my video would just disappear when I got back on my computer. It wasn't here, it was gone. And when I opened it again this time, I minimized it to see what it looked like, and it was still down there. So I don't know what happened to it. Maybe it's got some kind of timer, and after so long, it automatically shuts off. I don't know. So now I have to find a video app that I can splice them together. And hopefully I can find that tonight to get it edited and sent to you guys. And I still have so much to do. It's 9 o'clock. So hopefully I'll get it done. If not, it'll have to wait for tomorrow because I'm kind of tired. My appointment and everything took a lot out of me. But I showed you just 2 finished objects earlier. There were washcloths. I wanted to show them to you because I was sending them off. So yeah, so I showed those to you. I wrote down the specs on these other things I'm showing you because I'm not good at remembering all that. I'm going to start with, I'll start with the first one. This is the Puff Stitch pumpkin. It's not actually the first pumpkin I made. That one I showed you in a previous video. That was a stitch sampler by Amelia Makes. This is my second pumpkin that I have ever made. And look at that. I'm going to be like Yarn Geek. Ah, it's about the size of my head. Anyway, this is called the Puff Stitch Pumpkin. This is the large size. It's by Lizzie B. Handmade. And That's lizziebhandmade.blogspot.com. If you go to her blog, um, I should have, I didn't think to save links. I will try to remember to put the link below. If not, I will have the link to her blog below. And if you go to her blog, she has the mini one for free on her blog. If you want the larger sizes, because she has mini, small, medium, and large, you have to get the pattern. Um, but the mini one she has for free on her blog. And I'm not sure what size the mini one is because I haven't made it. So far, all I've made is the large. I am going to be making the medium and the small so that my daughter has some stackable ones, and I'm going to make them in different colors. I'm going to make one in a variegated yarn that I have, and then the small one's going to be in black, so she can have another black one, which I'll be showing you the black one here. Actually, is that one next? No, actually the next one I made was this little one, this little guy here. Isn't it cute? This is the same yarn that I used in my Flirty V shirt that I made that I've worn on here a couple times. It's that pretty orangish. I really love it. And if you look, you can see you've got two like rows with puffs and then a line down the center. And then you use that line down the center when you take your string to shape it, like right here. If you can see it, it's in there and then it pulls it in. This is called, which one is this? That one is, so by process of elimination, this is the Evenberry pumpkin. When you see the picture of it, it's made with bigger yarn, so the berries look a lot bigger on it. They're a lot smaller on this one because of the type of yarn that I used. If I would have used a more, this says it's worsted weight, but if I would have used, but I think it's more of an Aran weight. If I remember right, it says it's a worsted. I don't think it says it's a DK. It's tiny for its weight. I think it says that it's a worsted weight because of all of the fuzz that's on it. Um, the halo makes it a size 4, but without the halo, it would have been a DK. This is the Evenberry pumpkin. It's by Raven Sakai Designs. I don't know if I said that right or not. It's free on the blog, and the blog is at ravendesigns.com. So I will try to get the links and link all of them below. If not, I will at least put their blogs because I have their blogs on here. If I have the time, I'll go and get the individual links. Okay, and then the next one I made is this one. This was one of my favorites to make. I love how you have like a row here of, if you can see that up close, it's like a ridged row. It's like a big bobble. And then it's just really textured all around. I, I love this pumpkin. I fell so in love with it. And then in the black sparkly, I made the witch's hat. See, and it's called Witch Way to the Pumpkin Patch, as in witch, as in a witch. Not witch as in, oh, which way, but witch as in a witch on a broomstick. So I made the witch's hat for the top instead of the stem. You could have you had a choice between a stem with vines, or the witch's hat. So I made the witch's hat, and then so I did it in a sparkly black and I didn't have enough sparkly black to make the pumpkin. So I did the hat in that and then used regular black for the pumpkin. But I just love it. texture in that in there. These are my favorite ridges right here. And then this one, you don't have to shape it because these ridges kind of do the shaping for you. I just love, 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 love that pumpkin. And then the last one that I did this one in the orange from my Fleur de Vie top as well. This one is the Kent pumpkin. And this one is by Heart and Wool. And their Instagram is at Heart and Wool. And this one is a paid pattern only. You can get it on Ravelry. I think she had an Etsy shop as well, but I can't remember. But I know I got it from the Pumpkin Palooza. So everybody who was in the Pumpkin Palooza that has a blog, they had, I believe everybody has a page that shows about the Pumpkin Palooza because I know that Raven Designs did. And then you press learn more where it says it on the next, there's writing next to each pumpkin, and then you press the learn more and it takes you to the blog page about the pumpkin. So that's where you can find the free patterns if they are free. But like I said, this one is a paid for pattern. I just loved this pattern. The shaping, it was easy. Wasn't so easy with the yarn that I used. This was one of those yarns that when you pull it too much, it will break. So I had to get a regular, I had some Brava yarn here and an orange, which is what I made this one from. Actually, it wasn't Brava. Was Lion's brand, the premium yarn that I got. And I took off of that skein and I added to this. And since it was pulling in and you weren't going to get to see it, actually, this one has you go in the grooves that you make in the pattern. And I knew it was going to be pulled in and you wouldn't get to see the yarn that much. So I used the thicker yarn in order to shape it. It came out so good. And I just love it. I'm so in love with it. But like I said, I will be making a couple more of these so my daughter can stack them if she wants to. Just put them around. It was her favorite pumpkin out of all of them that she saw. She didn't get to see that last one. I have a feeling if she would have seen the last one, she might have liked that one more. And let me see which one. Oh, the Which Way to the Pumpkin Patch. This one here is not free on the blog. So this is a paid pattern as well. But she did have on the blog page that she talks about this pattern. So like if you find the Pumpkin Palooza, which was hosted by Pineapple and Pine, um, each of the makers who had a blog, it was kind of confusing because like when they sent you emails, it sounded like it was their blog. But really, if you looked at it closer, and then if you looked at the main heading, it said put together by or something by Pineapple and Pine. So that way I knew I was on the right one. There were so many cute things on it. If you missed it this year, next year, definitely, if they have it again, try it because they had so many different pumpkins. They had, if I get to link it to this, if it works, um, I did a washcloth that has pumpkins on it. It was so cute. They have a little pumpkin guy that they had to. That was also so, so cute. So, yeah, pumpkin hats, just so many different pumpkin things. They had a pumpkin garland that you can put up. I like the garland. I'm almost tempted to make it for my daughter, but not for this year. I don't have time for this year. So, there you go. That's all the pumpkins that I made. Let me move them because I have them on top of the box. Now I did get, which you will know already if I was found a way to put both videos together. Um, I got mystery box that I want from the She Show, and it is a Hat Not Hate mystery box. And I have not opened it yet to even have it ready, so I have to cut it open with my handy dandy scissor shears things here. Because I just knew that if I opened it to have it ready, I would look at everything, because I was just so excited to get this, because even Shira, when she said that they were up for people to win, and then explained to us how to try to win them, she didn't know what was going to be in these. They had mystery boxes before, but she kind of knew what was going to be in them. So here we go. Only thing she didn't tell us to do, what she told us to do today for the mystery boxes, was to say if you do crochet or knitting. I didn't say that, but oh, cool. Let's see, the first thing here. Hashtag Hat Not Hate. Lion Brand Heartland Celine hat. That's a kind of cool looking hat. Size, finished weight, gauge, materials, Lion Brand Heartland. Okay. Well, cool. It is a crocheted hat, so they got it right for me. I was kind of hoping one of these would be in here. Quick Knit Loom. I have never learned how to knit on a loom, so I am going to learn. And if I don't like it, I will pass it on to somebody else. This is amazing. Look at this. It's got contents: 4 balls of blue yarn, which is 180 yards, 1 round loom, 1 tassel pom-pom maker, 1 loom hook, 1 plastic needle, 2 needle threaders, 2 Hat Not Hate fox leather tags, and 1 sticker. Ideas and instructions. Bonus sticker, show your support, Hat Not Hate. And it shows everything that's in it. That's the bonus sticker up there. Look at that. This is so cool. I wanted to get an Abby machine, but heck, if I can learn how to loom knit, that'd be cool too. This is exciting. This is so exciting to me. Now, make a comment below. Oh, this is already open. But make a comment below if you want me to open this all up and show you how it works. Actually, it looks like somebody's already started. I'm opening it up now. Evidently, I don't want to lose anything that's coming off on me. I wanted to learn how to do this, but I also kind of wanted to give it away as a present to a younger niece or a nephew, but it doesn't have everything in here. Yeah, this one has been opened and started. I wouldn't know what to do with this mess. I may have to call them and see, because somebody may want their hat that they started back. If not, I will find other yarn to work with it, and start on something else with it. Was hoping that my first thing would be a hat for Hat Not Hate. Still excited. I'm still excited. I still like it. I just wish everything was in it that was supposed to be in it. Let's see what else is in here. Hat Not Hate sticker that it said was extra in there. There's one of these in here. Hat Not Hate notebook, which that's cool. I can put like everything I want to donate in here. You like to make donations. Pattern chart marker set. Awesome. This is cool. And I'm getting ready to work with a big chart. So this is really cool. This is really, really cool. Some more Clover darning needles. Tapestry needles, excuse me. Tapestry needles, the plastic ones. Crochet hook. A Clover crochet hook. 7. Awesome. And a Hat Not Hate bag. Isn't that cool? That is so cool. I am so excited. Yay! Yay, I'm so excited. So excited. That's everything from my mystery box. We have to not really call them. I think I might write. Message them back and let them know where they tell me that I won. I think I might message them and let them know. So anyway, I am so excited. I can't wait to use it. I can't wait to read the booklet that came with it and learn more about it. So that is just exciting. That is really, really exciting. Yay! So anyway, what new and interesting thing has happened to you this week? What surprise thing has happened to you? Because that was such a surprise. It was so cool. I mean, even if I have to take apart those hats that have already been started, I mean, that is still going to be great. But yeah, that's like really, really cool. I am just that's so exciting. It's yarn that I've never used before, so that'll be cool. I'm just hoping that there's enough in there to finish the hat. But if not, I will find some other yarn to add to it and finish it that way. So yeah, tell me, has anything exciting and new happened to you today, this week, last week? Let me know. And what are your plans for Halloween? It's on a Sunday this year, so let me know. For us, we'll probably have to stay here. More than likely, my husband will have to go in and work a double shift or work an extra shift, but I know he did buy candy for us to hand out, so that is nice. I missed handing out Halloween candy last year. I really love seeing the kids in the neighborhood with their Halloween costumes. So, anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful, great night, day, whenever you see this, because it won't be posted in the next 15 minutes or so, like I was hoping, but hopefully by tomorrow it'll get up there. So, great night. Always remember that you matter. You matter to me. You matter to more people than you think that you do. And also remember how beautiful you are. And I will see you soon. I am enjoying getting on here more often. And I just went through my, I think, winter crochet magazine. And flipping through it on the way to my appointment today and have to finish flipping through my Crochet World. So let me know if you're interested in flip throughs of the magazines, because I know there are other people who do them. And I would love to flip through them if you want to see them. So far, those are the two that I get. I don't know if I'm going to keep crochet or not, but I have renewed my Crochet World for the next 2 years. So let me know if you like things like that. I'm still trying to find things to video, tape, and do that you guys would like to see. Um, so yeah, still trying to figure things out. Um, if I, it won't be before Christmas, but after Christmas, if I sit down and figure out the loom, if you would want me to get on and show you how to use the loom, let me know. Or just show you what I make from the loom, let me know that too. So I'm excited. I will talk to all of you later.